Hi guys! So, I have this painting that I did a while ago that I wasn't sure how I was going to finish it. So I was trying to use this sparkle paint and it turned out really dark, but it's actually super pretty because it's super subtle. There's a nice sparkle in it. It's got some shine on it. So I've been keeping it, not too sure what to do with it, but now I think I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some embroidery on it. So, as you saw with this one, I had done all these pretty flowers with embroidery, and that was super fun to do. I'm going to resin this one yet for a video. But with this one, what I thought I would do is I've seen these really cool embroidery where they use the hoop and everything with some linen, but they exclude the letters, so they do flowers on the outside of the letters. So all I did is I cut this with my Cricut, the nice word piece, and I'm going to do embroidery on the outside with some flowers. So the nice part with canvas is that you can do embroidery through the canvas, and yeah, it's super easy. And because this is such a muted dark background, so if you have these canvases where you did a dirty cut pour and let's say it's more, you didn't get quite as much contrast, you could use them to do embroidery on. And of course, what goes better with blue than some orange flowers? So I printed off a bunch of pictures of flowers, like a sunflower. I think that would be kind of pretty. There's some different sunflowers. And I'm going to basically embroider them around the letters. So when I'm done, I'll peel this off and you'll see the letters in blue. And I think it'll look really cool. And I got this big bag of embroidery thread on Amazon, so I'll have a link in the description if you're interested. It's a great, embroidery has become a really great therapeutic thing to do at home when you got a lot of time on your hands. So if you guys are interested in doing this kind of stuff, you can definitely follow along. I thought I would pull out some pretty colors. So the one I got was just like a multitude of colors, which is pretty cool. So like it has all sorts of colors on the rainbow. It wasn't very expensive, so it was a great purchase, because then I wasn't too sure what I was going to do with this one, but now I'm going to pull out, look how vibrant that looks against the blue. So I'll pull out some colors to kind of match, like maybe a yellow in there, like a muted yellow would be cool. And just pull out colors and put them down and see what looks good. Like even this bright yellow looks really good. And of course I'm going to need some greens, a muted green there. So you can kind of go through, there's even a red might be kind of cool for some highlighting, like some of these sunflowers have like a red rim on them. So I might pull some red out to do that. The greens, I'm going to stick to the warmer hues. And you can pick any colors. I mean, I'm just using orange and yellows and reds because orange will really pops against blue, complementary colors. But you could just as easily do this wording in pink if you wanted to. Like you can see the pink on blue, you know, with some teal would be really pretty. Stuff like that. You could just do white flowers, you know. I was going to pull some white because I was going to do some white with them. Some accents. See, like this one, I don't think that's more of a bluey tone green. So I'm going to leave that one out. But I'll pull a whole bunch of different colors. There's some darker browny green to use. and then I'll get set up and we'll start doing some embroidery. Alright, so I have a whole bunch of good colors for flowers and sunflower, and all I did was, this is basically a charcoal white pencil, and I just kind of sketched out the flowers a little bit where I want them. So I have my reference pictures, do big sunflower here and here, some little flowers. I can always add or subtract them, but I thought I'd just sketch out a little bit so that I could do the embroidery. So yeah, it's just a white charcoal pencil that you can erase after you're done. And I'm going to start with some yellow with the sunflower. So I'm pretty much going to start right where the C is. I can just, oh, it's gotta come over a bit. There we go. And I just cut off a whole bunch of embroidery yarn. It's the full, I didn't separate or anything, it's just one big strand of it. And so I'm just going to poke it through. I'm just going to go up from here, poke it back through the other way. Like so. That's the beginning, so I'm just going to keep poking it through and going up and back and work on my sunflower. I thought about yellow and then doing some orange on the edge here. So I'm going to keep going, and yeah, basically you can just watch me do some embroidery back and forth. But this is a fun way to embellish your acrylic pours, even if you get some that aren't very contrasty. Okay, so I thought I'd just show a quick little update. I've been embroidering this flower, and then for the middle, I'm going to zoom in for you guys. There we go. I did some French knots for the middle, so you can kind of see the French knots. And I just avoided where the letters were with the embroidery. So when I pull this off, it's going to show a C. Basically, in that area. So yeah, I'm going to keep going and doing more, and I'll show you guys progress as I go along. completed all the embroidery around the letters. The C I already took out, but I'm going to take the rest of the letters out for the peace word. And this one project took me quite a while just because I spent a lot of time on the embroidery and working out the design and stuff. It's just a matter of going back and forth and just creating your own patterns and flowers so that you could get a nice, pretty cool little design. I love that the letters cut open the parts of the flowers, and you've got the leaves here. There's different ways to do different kinds of leaves. I did a few rosettes here. These ones I just kind of made up into kind of like a starburst flower going from the center out. And this one with the sunflowers, I kind of mimicked each petal in the pictures. So you have long ones and then the ones coming in from behind, and then of course all the French knots for the middle of the sunflower. And there you have it. So adding a cool embroidery to your acrylic pours is a pretty cool way to add some three-dimensional artwork and just to create something totally different. And you could use a kid's name. You could put a kid's name and then do the same thing on a longer canvas and put flowers around. You could draw the name in instead of using the vinyl. That's definitely an option too. Or you could use the charcoal white pencil to draw in the letters and stuff. But you could do that for a kid's name, a saying. It's definitely time consuming, but lots of fun and well worth it at the end because I think it looks pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody for subscribing, liking, commenting. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much for using my Amazon links. They help me out greatly and there's no extra cost to you, so you guys are awesome, and I hope you guys have fun creating.